All right, welcome to an episode of the Do You King podcast. Today I have a very special guest. I've known this guy for so long, and the moment I met him, we just clicked. And he's a really good friend of me, and he's a really great guy, Luisi Hernandez. Put that closer to you. Put that closer. Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing?
Don't be scared.
Today's a different episode. We have
I'm a moneymaker.
we have a third guy on the mic, Johnny.
Hello.
He will be producing the show today, sort of kind of way. He's just gonna be adding whatever
Little comments here and there.
My manager, making sure I don't say the wrong thing. My PR.
So Luis, what's up? Wait, I forgot. I usually do these podcasts with a hat on, but I just went to Bobby's barber shop and got a little cut. So if you guys are looking for a barber,
Looking good.
hit him up. I'll put in his contact information on there,
Sweet.
his address.
I asked for number 2.
At McDonald's or what, bitch?
You're gonna have the
I asked for number 2 fade. That's who came up with this.
I thought you had it.
I had to go there.
you're gonna have the imprints on the skull when you finish.
I wish I had your hair.
When'd your hair start going?
We, June 17. We were in Orlando. No, 2011. I just got out of the military, and we went to Orlando. I picked up Johnny at the Atlanta airport, and we were gonna do this road trip. And I was like, "Fuck, we need a haircut for this." Oh, can't cuss.
Yeah. Fuck shit.
For
But
fuck
you
yeah.
did.
Yeah, you can cuss. You're good.
Fuck yeah.
And I just realized one of those curse words I said was butt.
Dad.
I'm a dad. Big boy.
I was like, yeah, but Shay was like, man, I need a fucking haircut. I was like, nah, fuck it, I'll just shave it. So I never grew back. This is gone.
You'll be back in 2 weeks.
Fuck, no, not even. I think I was in denial, but it was like nothing. Look at that.
That trip that you did. I'm gonna explain it. Or you explain to everybody, what was that trip? You did a trip from where to where?
Oh, I did a trip from it was like we had a main city. We went from Savannah, Georgia down to Miami, and we hit up like all the major cities. And then we had a bunch of rules, like
The real road road
Like
challenge.
drinking rules. Stand.
Real
Real world road rules challenge. Luis.
challenge.
that Luis has never been able to say that.
Yeah, my articulation is horrible.
Okay,
but
okay.
I moved to the East Coast so I could put my white status on point. You know, I get offended when people say they can't understand me. I speak perfect English, and I try not to mumble.
You're like the Don Vito.
Dude, hearing him speak with his mom Spanish, oh my God. I'd be like, how are they communicating? And she would understand them.
Yeah. But now I can woo any woman in Spanish now. Hola, mi amor. Hola, mi corazones valete.
So I've known Luis for a long time, and today when he was talking to my mom and saying hi, like I was telling her like something in Spanish, and I was like, wait, does Luis know Spanish?
I had to learn, man. Honestly, my motivation was to like women. Shameful, but when you're in love, you'll learn any language. You can just to communicate, you know. And I was in love with all the Latina women out there, and then so I needed to make sure they understand me.
You went from leaving here, like some guy with like no game, to like just when I saw you again, I was like, holy shit, this is a new Luis.
Yeah.
Oh, he went to the Army, by the way.
Yeah, I knew I was good. You know how good I was when the green man Hefty over here cock blocked me for the first time. I'll never forget.
I'm hefty, by the way, but when you
people will never forget. Man, there was this hot waitress at B-Dubs, and I borrowed my sister's car. I remember we borrowed my sister's
Escalade.
It was a Mercedes S
Mercedes
class.
was, all three of us different cars.
Yeah, it was a Mercedes S car. You know, because she had a bougie ass.
Oh yeah.
Husband.
Sick as Mercedes.
I'm talking about the time we borrowed the Expedition or something, and Remember when the
Your
time
dad's
went out?
Escalade. I think it was your dad's Escalade.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
you used that one time. Huh?
Okay, so Mercedes.
Yeah. We were at B-Dubs, and it's like this hot waitress was like giving me play, right? And then she was ignoring everybody else. I was like, oh, this chick. Well, she had, but she had daddy issues and blah blah blah. Anyway, 'cause her pops were like in the military, and then whatever she was, and then Hefty was trying to get her attention. She was like ignoring him, and then she was like, and he was like, he's married.
He did drop that.
Yeah, he was like, you saw it. But after that, she just like stopped, never came back. After that.
I felt like that was
Yeah, I did it all the time. Every time. You guys, Johnny would do that shit every single time I get play.
because
Like Lucy does like girls.
we do that to each other, but that was kind of a roadblock. We have to get over, you know. Like if you could get over that, like you're in.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man,
For sure. Like he's married.
it was my true love right there.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, Luis, from seeing you go from 0, and I mean 0 girls,
To 100.
to what you're doing now, it's impressive. Good job, man.
No, he's a one woman
Yeah,
man.
one woman now.
Well, to what he was doing up into this one woman. Great job.
Yeah, I'm a savage. There's like a quote, this video quote where you're such a nice guy.
Can't wait for this quote.
No, it was like it's not. It was like it's like a TikTok philosophy. What? Falafel. Can we edit that?
He's sober, by the way. He's sober.
Can we edit that? So like,
Perfect.
oh man, but like now like I treat them how they want to be treated. You know.
A little thing, Luis, he likes to buy women pedicures.
No. I just if I owe somebody.
He's like, let me get you a pedicure. He's like, let me get you a pedicure.
What's your foot size? I could tell the lady.
I've never heard of it, but honestly, I'd be like, okay, well, that's different.
My brother was like, "You get laid yet?" It was like, "No." She was like, "You wasting money." I was like, "You know what are you talking about, son?"
Wait, your brother said that to you?
To Juanito, babe.
He was like, "You're not gonna." It was like,
I want to be in the room when you're having that conversation.
actually, you know, learn. I just moved.
Juanito is the coolest guy.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
Man, I actually come to love that band. I didn't growing up. I didn't really understand them. I understand my brother now, but he's a good guy, solid guy.
He's always been a good
Brother
guy.
John, we call him Brother John now. That fool grew out his beard. That fool joined the ministry. That fool's joined the Christ now. He's the virgin forever.
How old is your brother right now?
He's 39. Pretty good guy, man.
A virgin forever?
Well, he chose the path of God. So now,
He's not a nun or whatever.
well, he's not a virgin. He's washed his sins away. Now he's in pasture now. You know.
I don't believe it. But
He comes with the beard. If you look at him, you fucking believe it. Just give him a robe. Call him Pope John right there.
so how's life? You have how old is your kid right now?
Oh, he's 11.
11.
Yeah, he's a pretty good kid, man. Innocent, but man,
That's crazy. Double digits? 11?
11, huh?
he's for sure mine. There's no fucking denying that kid, man.
He looks exactly like you.
100%. There's no 50-50. Like my ex-wife's in denial about it. Like, whatever, girl. Fucking, it's all me right there.
He looks exactly
Wait,
like
how is she in denial about it?
She was like, oh, he's like, whenever, petty shit. Anyways, we're gonna talk about Wicked Witch.
The kid looks perfect, like a spitting image of you, dude.
Yeah, he's tall. He's 11. He's like 5'5" right now.
Damn, he's taller than Johnny.
Yeah, he's 5'5".
Bruh.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Dude, my nephews, I saw him yesterday. I was like, the hell, you're like at my shoulder, dude. Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not saying much.
So this kid you had it with you had to learn Spanish to have this kid, huh?
Yeah, I had him in a wet lock.
But you had to learn Spanish.
Yeah. So I met this woman
this
in the
finisher,
military.
the
She
wedlock.
was broken English, and you know. But anyways, but like
You don't have to talk about it. It's fine.
But yeah, we don't. My ex-wife, we don't like to talk about that one.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to.
No harsh thing. She's a nice woman, good mother, but
Yeah, Hit with the force. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
And so you did 4 years in the army.
Yeah, did 3 years and 5 months, bro. That was it. And I had like a sign-on bonus for like 30 grand. Sign-on bonus. Spent that shit on. Choo choo.
Dude, you spent that on us, bro.
Probably.
Well, taxes like took out like a big chunk, and then
Yeah,
like
that sucks that they still tax you when you're.
I only got 1 year because they divided like when they in the military. When you go to like sign up, like we'll give you 30,000 sign if you sign on to do whatever this job. I was like, shit, I'll fucking do it. Shit. And then when you get there, they're like, oh, we're gonna pay you over your contract. So I was like, oh, what? Not one lump sum? Nah. So they gave me like 10, like 7. It's like 7,500 on one every year, except for 1 year that was in Iraq. It was tax free, so I got that one chunk of change.
So you sign up to do something, and it's kind of like a pay raise. It isn't a bonus.
That's a bonus. That one's a bonus. It was a sign on bonus. They call it a sign on bonus.
Well, your first one was your sign on bonus, and that one they gave it to you.
In increments.
Oh, I thought you got it as a lump sum.
Nah, that's how
they get you.
That's how they get you.
Read the fine print.
For my recruiter was a little savage, bro. That fool was like just grimy as hell. Like he was like, "You see this pamphlet right here? I'm gonna show this pamphlet. This girl wants to be in special forces." And during that time, there was no women can be in special forces. But he was like, "I'm gonna show this pamphlet to her, get her signed up." And he was hustling.
Make my numbers.
Yeah, it's all about numbers game. He didn't care. But I went in recruiting offices like I want to leave within 2 weeks. Sign me up. I was like, I don't care what job I got. I could have got better jobs, but that dumbass took artillery. Can't do anything without that on the outside. Did nothing with that.
Yeah. Like what were you doing in the army? Like, what does artillery mean?
So at that time I was assigned to like this heavy artillery, like 141 FA brigade, first brigade. That's my unit, or my old unit, or whatever. Fuck that first sergeant guy. Fuck that guy, faggot ass first sergeant.
Some core memories were unlocked right there.
You can't say that.
Yeah, there was some, there's some.
Don't say that.
Man, when people come up to you and say like, "Thank you for your service," I cringe. Like, I didn't join for like nobody joins for like their country, and only the person that does do it, he's a dumbass. You don't follow that guy. You don't follow him to the battlefield. Like, charge! You don't follow him.
Let's get him.
Yeah, usually that's the worst guy to follow. So it's always like the regular Joe Schmoes, like the tough ones in the streets. Those are the ones you listen to and follow. The ones that have street smarts, you follow them.
Because you went in and you went straight to Iraq, right?
Yeah, fuck, was it? No, a year. I got to my unit, and then within that same year, so like I got to my unit in September, and I was deployed around that time. So within a year. So it took a year of training. It's like a bullshit of you have to get qualified. There's always a certain amount of training you have to do. They call it some tables. I forgot table 8s, and you have to do like depending on what's your MOS, like what's your job, you have to qualify for like whatever. So usually like whatever weapons, moving targets and stuff like that, or the Humvee, shooting stuff.
There's kids back there yelling. My bad.
Yeah.
Those
It's
are
a
my
fan
kids.
band. Beautiful kids.
Thank you. All right, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, and
So you get deployed like right away, right when you go into your.
yeah,
unit.
there's other ones that got there like just like, hey, you're leaving. They just got there like.
How did you feel like? Because
You look like you could run. You're on that one.
Yeah.
because when you went like, I remember being like sad like, and I don't want to laugh about it, but it felt like a Forrest Gump moment, and I was like, don't do anything stupid, please.
Well, every day. I actually got in trouble in the military.
No way.
Sometimes. Disorderly conduct type of deal. It was. I wasn't as partying. It was just outside. I would say I was a good soldier, really good soldier. But I was the type of guy like you would, if you need something, I'll come help you. Or like, if if we're like at a place, and usually, I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm stereotyping you guys. Fucking white boys would go out. The whole point is to go. When you go out, you have fun. It's to get laid or to try to get a girl's number.
In Iraq?
No, not Iraq, but I'm talking about back stateside.
Oh,
But like these guys would fight.
how were the
No
women
reason.
in Iraq?
Huh?
How were the women in Iraq?
Man, they're all beautiful out there.
Yeah.
But the nose is like, like the Middle Eastern women always like look beautiful, and it's always like the nose that kills it. Like
Can
you
you
got a man nose.
At that time, were their faces covered?
I was offended. I have a man nose.
But they're really beautiful. Like it's like no, it's like like Middle Eastern women are really beautiful, and
How do
did they like? How did they treat military guys?
it depends.
AT&T?
Oh no, hang up.
This broadcast is brought to you by.
Did it stop recording?
Yeah. I did. All right.
Or
This
if you want, you could put it on airplane mode. That way it'll just.
This broadcast is brought to you by AT&T.
No, it's not. Oh, so did you hook up with any girls in Iraq? Or was it like tough because it's the rules there?
Like I tell you, but I have to kill you.
Yeah, not the time frame. Time frame.
We'll circle back to that one.
Honestly, when I was in the military, I can honestly say I didn't hook up with anybody when I was deployed. I could have, but I was still like learning how to be a man type of deal. Because I was just like, I wasn't at the level yet as far as like I read a book on how to pick up women, put it that way, you know.
Did it work?
It did actually.
Hey, it fucking worked.
Fucking did.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Yeah, when I met my
So proud.
the first thing I ever told my ex-wife was a lie. You know, I went out. I was like, oh hey, I saw her. She was shopping or something. I was like, hey, can I get you? I was like, I know this is weird, but I'm flying out to California for a party. I to go for vacation. I was like, so I only have so many hours to stay here. It's like, can I take you out on a date? So at least by when I come back, you have something to remember me by in the next 20 days. She said no. I said, okay. I was like, how about breakfast? She said no. I was like, how about a tea right here down at Starbucks? So she said yes. You know, after the tea. And after that, after we drink coffee and tea, and then to another date right away. But really, I wasn't flying out that day. I was going to go spend Christmas with the girl that I met in South Carolina, you know. So I got laid that night.
So we went 0 to 100. 0 to 100.
Because like the flights are cheaper. Like I was trying, like I could have been here before Christmas, but if I flew on Christmas Day, then it'll be a cheaper flight to fly home. So I spent Christmas. I flew on the 27th, and that's when I saw you guys on the 27th. Mm-hmm. And so I spent with her, that lady, South Carolina. Her name was Maria. Hello, my love of my life, Maria. I don't know.
From South Carolina.
From South Carolina.
Yeah, she had 2 kids. I had to jump out the window next morning because her mom came home. So she was like 28. I was 22. I was 20. No, I was 20, 21 or something. I had to jump out the window because her mom was religious.
It's a storage full.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just add it later. So about Iraq, how did you feel when you were deployed? Like, what was your feeling inside? Were you like, I want to go, or were you? Because that was the war. When did you get deployed? What year?
I was only 2009.
No, the war started in what, 2002,
2,
right?
Yeah,
2002.
I got there towards the end, so I actually got like a medal.
No, it ended in 2021.
Nah. I was like in the military. They have different stages, so like different war, like that. Like I was there, so I got 2 medals. I got accommodated for 2 medals on my two wars, or 2 campaigns. Right, they call it campaigns. So like 2002.
I play Warzone. I know.
Call of Duty. Campaign mode.
Give my loot.
Keep my loot.
I would never be an artillery guy. I'm just kidding.
I thought I was
the biggest dude in the smallest tank.
Well, I first picked Cavalry Scout. You know, Cavalry Scout. And then
the guy with the binoculars.
You had to be 2020. Yeah. And I didn't know I was blind. The Army told me I was blind. I was like, what? Any glasses? Fool, I thought I see 2020. This is what I see. Right?
How much better is your vision with glasses?
High definition, bro. This is the real world.
He's on the high def.
And then like I'm fucked up. Like I'm far side in my left eye and then near side in my right eye. So it's like different prescription each eye. You know, stupid.
So you pick what you get what you pick. But if you had to recommend to anybody going into the army? Like, what would you tell them?
Who in that army? Like that.
If they're going
You're
into
like,
the
pick
army,
a different team.
Honestly, everybody recommends like get your degree first. Like go to college, and then like I suggest every college kid to go in the military, because after that, I like some kids, some lieutenants or some officers don't know how to act like when they're on the real world, and they act all like childish. But like it's just like the army just teaches you how to like survive on your own, you know. So like hygiene, making sure how you act, how you treat people, stuff like that, you know. And how do you keep your composure, and how to keep your stress level down, you know, and don't let yourself, you know, people get into your head, you know. So it does help you with that.
But like, what would you say like is the best? If you do go into the army, what could be the best post or whatever it's called?
You know what? Aviation, and what's it called? Drones. You want to call it aviation? Drones. That's top tier. When you get out, I'm not sure now. Because you know, war is money. So any war, anytime the U.S. gets into it, then it's, you know, it's pretty good for whoever's into like in the government or services, stuff like that. But like
Lockheed.
their contracts are like you get paid like $200,000 off the rip, $250 just for being a drone operator. You know.
Oh yeah.
So like, and
that job has to be tough because you're just. I mean, I don't know if. Did you know any drone operators?
now when I got out, I met them after. I met them like when I was in government contracting. I met them after. Or like, oh yeah, it's like I was like, well, how's it? Like, yeah, I got them because they're like,
Were they like numb? To like.
what do you mean? Oh, so like, so what they do? Most of them didn't do anything. So most of them were just surveillance. Like the drones are like just there's like, I'm not sure.
Just the big long.
They're constant. Like they're in like usually around large bases. They have them flying around constant. Like there's like 4, you know, one in each sector. And like they have them flying around constantly, you know. Some are manual, some are, and then you could take over, or some are like on a program where it just flies around, you know. And but they get paid bank, and all they do, and then some of the operators are just like really just watching TV, you know. And I worked for a company called one of the companies I worked for. They were Bravura. But it doesn't matter. Like it's not the fact that what company.
I don't know if you're
for.
pronouncing that right, but
It's Bravura.
I was spelling it over here in my head. Like
It's owner operated by a women veteran. And you know, they talk a lot of shit about that lady, but
she's a good lady.
I don't know. That's to her was like tax evasion, tax fraud, type, you know, stuff like that. I don't know what's going on. But she ran, you know, people run a company. I heard. Oh, you know what the story was on that company was that her ex-husband, they got divorced, and she got the company, and she got a company out of it. So she got the company from the divorce. Yeah, that was the story. You know,
I would have took the car. Like, give me the barrel.
Yeah, she took the company. She supposedly the funding, how she used the funding. Some of the funding was like for personal gain or something. But it's hard hearsay. Don't Google it. It's all hearsay.
Don't Google.
So you started working for private companies after you left the military.
Yeah. Got in contracting. When people ask me like, "What are you doing to get out?" Is it gonna re-up? I was like, "Not gonna re-up. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna work for KBR." For years, I told people I'm gonna work for KBR.
What's KBR?
Kellogg Root and Services, something. Kellogg Brown and Root and Services.
What do they do?
They're in everything, bro.
In the military way?
They're in everything. Their hands in everything. Oil.
So they're like a Lockheed.
Yeah, they're big there, but they're abroad. They've been out for years, man, and they're really in deep with the military. So they're pretty good. Pretty good company.
You say KBR?
Yeah, can't talk about shit. They actually merged. They're called KBR Wiley now. They merged with another company.
And they're based out of overseas.
Texas.
Okay.
But they're everywhere. Like sometimes you'll see them like they're in the oil, so sometimes you'll see like oil jobs for them here in the stateside, and then, but you can, like right now you could probably Google it. They're probably in Europe right now. I don't know who has a Europe contract, but I think KBR still has one in Poland.
KBR works in various markets: aerospace, defense, industrial, and intelligence.
Yeah.
Engineer company.
They've been on everything.
And you were working for them, or you wanted to work for them?
I wanted to work for them, and then as soon as I got out, so my ETS date.
Revenue $7.3 billion.
Yeah.
In 2021.
Yeah, they're a pretty good company, man.
Oh, yeah, Houston, Texas. Sick.
And
I'm George Strait. Never mind.
was it So I got out in June, right? But I took 2 months of vacation. Right. So like so my friend, he worked in S1, or he worked in the first shop, and I had like 25 days or something. And I just took a big vacation when I came back, right? And they're like, "Hey, Hernandez, we lost your leave paperwork. How much vacation did you take the last time?" Nothing.
I was here.
It's like nothing, zero. Put zero on the paperwork. I didn't take no days. He's like, "Come on, Hernandez, I know you take vacation." I was like, I like take 5 days away. Yeah, I was like, I took 5. I took a whole month. I was here for New Year's. Remember, we were here for New Year. That was the time we went to Vegas. And we saw Nelly in concert. This guy's dick was in my face, like this, and I didn't even know who it was. Like it was this black guy's dick in front of me. Like he was singing.
It was all a dream. You remember that?
Yeah,
I was on her. She was on me.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's where I met this girl. This girl right there.
Yeah, he did. I remember that. He
It's
pulled.
probably the dick in your face.
Yeah.
Attractive.
I was like, "Hey, how you doing?"
She
That
was
was
like
right
me
here.
next. She was like me next.
Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, what's your name?"
So you ended up getting more vacation time, or
Yeah, I got more vacation.
so you left. What happens when you leave? Like you just that's it. You're done. They send you home.
You have options, like when you get out of a company, like they give you like you want your vacation, like you pay for your vacation days. So, like if you don't take them, they pay you. But I took them early, so my last day in the Army was August 5th, right, officially. But I took 2 months of vacation. I left June 15th or something like that. And then August 5th was my last day in the military. August 19th, I was back on a plane back to Iraq for KBR services. Thank you.
So you went back to work for the company you said you were going to work.
Yeah.
And they paid more than the military paid.
Yeah, I was making, I think, with all the hours, it's not a lot. People think it's like a lot of money, but it's like, but the hours you work for, it's like, so the first year I made $102,000 a year.
Back in
2012, so 2011, 2012.
So you were like 20.
2020, I was 22. I just turned 22.
Damn.
Making that man.
Yeah, but like in short term money, it runs out short term. You know, your first time you get the money, you just pay back all your debts. You know, and then the second year you buy shit, and then the third year you regret buying the stuff and you start saving. So it takes time.
How long were you doing that? So you went back to Iraq.
Cycle.
Mm-hmm. How did it feel in Iraq? Like what was your feelings like in the military? Like were you ever in any danger? Like
Yeah, like honestly, it was like
you were in Iraq during the war. Were you in any danger?
during the time, like
Yeah, a little bit.
it's like we got lucky. Like our unit got lucky. Every time it was like we were late to this meeting, and then we were late. We're stuck in traffic, and the hotel blew up. So we're like, I'll get turned back around. Like, why are we turning around for? Blah blah blah. The hotel blew up. Oh, okay. And then like. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. We're leaving early. Fuck yeah. I didn't care about what happened that the hotel blew up. Like, I'm just happy like we're going back to base, you know, just back to chill, you know.
That's what I was like when I was talking to Johnny about it. We were talking about how your mentality, like it's just like you're so like strong, and you're like that like something other people would have like experienced. Would have like broken them down from the things you've experienced.
Oh man, you gotta be an asshole, man. Honestly, the military became. I remember Johnny. Remember we got in a fight. Remember we came back one time from vacation, and
I won.
and we got in a fight because I was being an
I
asshole.
won.
But I was always around this testosterone. Yeah, Johnny whooped my ass because all I did was my left. Now I do right and left. I do both punches now. I use both fists.
Every time I fought Luis, I go to his left.
Dude, that's all he does.
I have a friend. I have a good friend. So I like he's my best friends, right? So I have other two best friends in the military. Brandon Snide, just shout out. He's a broadcaster in Wisconsin, sports broadcaster.
Oh, nice.
That's what you guys can get down on sports. If you meet him, you guys get all you do. I can't. Every time he talks about sports, I'm out.
I need some betting information.
He's a big Packers fan, you know. And then I got Brother Carpenter. That fool's like,
Carpenter's black.
no. He's white. He's actually a
Carpenter.
half Korean and half white, but he looks more white. And that feels like if you could think of a man, the more manliest man you could think of, that's him right there. And but he's trying to be like, he's on his Bible line right now, or I can't mess with him in religion. He gets mad, but So he's like,
that whole thing, religion.
yeah. So when we came back, you lose your purpose. Like you have purpose when you join the military. You feel like you accomplished something. And then when you come back stateside, you just lose everything. Like fuck this. Like I worked for a towel company that embroiders whatever you want to do. So people special order like towels, and like they'd be like, I was like, I didn't get my towel for the wedding. I was like, why the fuck do I give about a towel that said your name on it? So, anyways, we lose purpose, you lose your mind. So he went like when I was getting out of the military, he's like, come on, Hernandez, like let's go special forces. Like fuck that, I'm going contracting. And he goes, I'm gonna go special forces. So he did it. He went special forces.
He went back in.
He did it twice. He failed the first time. He's dumbass went to. I'm telling you, Martin Carpenter, dumbass. But
he's the manliest man you've ever met.
Yeah. But he's because all we do is bet.
You're looking at me. You're sitting here.
You see this?
He was singing amongst us. He was singing amongst us. But he was doing land nav, right? So he do land nav, and he said that he thought that he had to be so like fucking. I won't say that word, but like want to be fucking so strong, like so manly and so like fucking boss like that. Instead of going around the water of the pond, he went through the fucking pond.
You went through it?
Yeah, he went through it. And out there's some gators in those ponds. There's a bunch of gators in there. So his dumbass went through the pond. They failed him because that wasn't the logical way. The logical way was the safer path.
Yeah.
Going around the water.
So he had to swim. It was like a physical.
With this stuff, it was like fucking. He thought he was all fucking.
These gators are nothing.
Yeah.
Like imagine him over there like struggling in the water, and guys are just walking around.
Sick, like escalator on the other side.
Yeah, it was competitive. Like all we did was compete. Like even though I would lose, I would do the silly bets. Like I would pick the fastest guy. Like I would pick you, John. I was like, I'm right here. From there, I'm gonna beat you. I'll bet you $100, or I bet you 100, like 50 push-ups, whatever. I'll beat you. If there was no money involved, I bet you I could fucking beat you. I'm like, yeah.
So like, shut up, Hernandez.
Yeah, but like, fuck you. Like, you ain't fucking getting shit. Like, hefty. For sure, hefty. I can't be hefty. But like, hefty, I'll beat you in the mouth. I'll beat you right there, like from here to there. And I know I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna fucking try. As hard as I can. Maybe trip you up.
You did come back a different person, like, but it wasn't something that like. I noticed you came back a different person, but it wasn't something like different in a bad way. It was like it's kind of like in a good way. Like the army like molded you into like.
I don't know, man. This is just like what do you see?
Like
to
us,
shell.
yeah. To from what I saw, I saw.
Yeah.
I saw confidence when I got back.
Yeah. That's.
I feel like you went out into the world and you were like, I'm good. Like I can handle this.
Yeah.
And had some fights, fuck some people up, and you're like, I'm good.
Did you ever see any like death when you were out there?
Yeah.
Like in front of you?
No, like really, all my deaths were like. They were outside. They were like back at the unit, contracting, dumb stuff. Had a you see a lot of shit. But mainly all my deaths happened. We're not during deployment. We're like during contracting or backstage side in the garrison as a soldier. Like afterward, like people started killing all like my unit. People started dying left and right. We're like dropping like flies.
Like for what? Like
depression.
Oh, they're
fucking wives, like these ugly ass putas. We were like fucking cheating on them, and like, why would you kill yourself over her?
Also, they were killing themselves.
Yeah, my medic, that fool recently, a couple years ago, just like took his own life, man. That was my medic. That fool was my man. We used to play Halo, so I can say it now. So this is legal. This was legal back. I remember Spice, right? But it was called something. It was before Spice was called something else.
Sativa?
No.
Salvia?
Yeah, salvia.
Right?
Salvia.
So when we were younger, we were doing the salvia a little bit right here and there. So when Spice came around, I don't know how we got it. We had it over there. I don't know how we got it over there. So we would take it and then we would like playing Halo in the room. Like our medic got this TV for like $500, whatever. And like we were just getting high, and like this is like we had no missions for like a week. For like fucking, we had to go outside. So we were like getting high, and then we had to go to the midnight chow and fucking go eat, But we get high, get drunk, and then because we had we're PSD for this general, this 2-star general. So
What's
we had
PSD?
Personal security.
Okay.
Detail. There you go. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. But that's my manager right there, best friend too.
I'm like, don't answer this next question.
You were his best man till you didn't go to his wedding.
I was there.
So
I was Jason Voorhees.
step in.
The Jason Voorhees picture.
You're at my wedding.
That was at
That was at my wedding.
Yeah, dude. These motherfuckers, these guys right here, man. I was like, I want to do something. I was like, hey,
I'm gonna put a picture up. Send me the picture.
Yeah, I said, dude, for the longest, I sent the picture, and then he was like, "Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate you printing that out so I could be there." Dude, I got that laugh before. I didn't think he's looking.
We're gonna put the picture because he couldn't make my wedding, but in every picture that Johnny was in, he had this picture, and I'm gonna post it up.
Oh, that's just so good.
Also, so where were we?
So I had this general this SUV that we had. It was all up armored SUV, like a Suburban. So we would go outside the gate, like an embassy area, like there's like the Prosperity. There's like a bunch of they're closed down right now. Well, there's some open, but anyway. There's the format. There's like different bases, and then you're not supposed to go out because you go out on the main road. We call it Victory. And that's like when you land in Iraq, there's a you know that each airport has a big main road to get to the airport. You know, the Middle East, like so that road we call it Victory. And
Like the 405 here.
Yeah, we call it, and it runs through the actual embassy. Like people will like go through there, and like there's bases here, and it's the main road. So in order to go to the embassy side, we had to like go on the outside and then go back in. It's still secured, so somewhat. And so there was a liquor store run by an Irish dude there in a shady ass spot. Like you go to the back of the alleyway, you park right there, and you go to this back door, make a right, and you make another right, and it's like a fucking liquor store. I was like, how long has this bitch been there?
Is it allowed?
Well, we're not supposed to drink. If you're
But in Iraq was that liquor store allowed to be there?
No, it's a dry country, but since that's like a diplomatic area or like an embassy area type of deal, then you can.
It's a gray area.
So the embassy you can drink. If you work for the Department of State, you can drink. If you work under the DoD, you can't drink. DoD is like obviously the military is under it, or is the military. But so we would get bottles, a bottle of absinthe all the time and get drunk, So I was like, fucking A. Carpenter be fucked up. They were at first they told me about it. I didn't know about it until they invited me over. They said they didn't trust me. I don't know why the people don't trust me about I can handle my liquor. I was the only one that can handle my liquor out there.
I've seen you drunk, but like I've been as drunk or maybe even more drunk. We're like all blackout. But no, I've written on your face a lot. So
He's a sleepy guy.
Yeah, you do fall asleep.
Well, when I'm back, we were family.
Remember when we rolled him on the blanket last time?
Yeah.
That's how he was here. We were like, how are we going to get him inside? I was like, get a blanket. And he was like, Well,
I don't
drop me. He's like,
I don't do that unless I'm with you guys. I don't pass the line if I'm safe. Like I'm out there, but I'm by myself. I wash myself. So, I drink and stuff. But with you guys have the
He's told me stories about being alone in the world, like out in a bar, like Turkey, like something like that.
Sons of bitches. Gonna fight with Turkey guys. They ain't gonna charge me no hole. That ain't fucking fuck.
That's a story for another day.
Like here's your nickel.
No.
Hey, you've visited the world, huh?
Yeah. Every time I had a layover, and I would purposely get long layovers in different. I would go out. I would get like 8-hour layover. Fuck, I'm going out to the bars and going out, and I'm barely making back in time for my fucking flight, and I'd be like trash.
I was like, thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah.
So you were out there getting drunk in Iraq.
Yeah, when I was older, a little bit, yeah.
I mean, what was the punishment for that? Like,
you get kicked out. Like these people got caught up.
Oh yeah, you knew people that got kicked out.
My roommate, I have a little Asian guy. This Asian guy told me later on, he's like, Hernandez, I used to be scared of you, and I used to sleep with a knife under my pillow. I was like, what the fuck, you weirdo? The fuck? Fool, I don't know why people thought like me. Like I remember my roommate. When I came back to the States, my friend Keller.
Jason Voorhees vibes.
Yeah,
put it up again.
Well, I'm the one to protect people. Like I make sure you guys get back home safe. I make sure like I'll say everybody's here. All right.
You were a designated drunk driver.
Yeah. All
yeah, you were. Yeah, I'm good. Shut up, Johnny. He's like, shut up, Johnny. Shut up, Johnny.
Yeah. So, but this dude was like fresh out of high school. He was like, For me, I wasn't an asshole. People in the military were fucking dicks to me. They were like, who's the top predator in the pack? Who's alpha in the pack? It was so stupid. Honestly, I used to go party by myself, and then once they see me going out come back with women, blah blah blah, then they wanted to party with me.
So you would bring women back to the base,
Nah,
or to where, or you didn't live on the base.
No, so I would if I slept with them, it would be like the hotel or their place. That was the only way. And then
In Iraq?
No. This is stateside.
I'm talking about Iraq.
Iraq. So
Like what? Obviously, you didn't do anything, but if you knew people that did something,
so as a soldier, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything as a soldier.
would you walk around Iraq like as a soldier, like, but not like just on your day off?
Or like civilian?
No, you couldn't go out.
Nothing, right?
No, you couldn't
You're
go
on
out.
base?
Yeah, you're on base.
How big was the base?
Depends on what you were at. Like we got lucky. We're on a base called Prosperity. It ain't there no more. It might be a little piece there, but they shut it up and closed it.
What a name, by the way. Prosperity.
Yeah. That's where like the Saddam Palace is at, whatever that be.
Oh, nice.
The golden toilet.
Beautiful.
Yeah, if you go on Google Earth, you can see like the embassy and there's like a building right there. To the left.
So you were restricted to this building?
We're restricted to that compound. It's like it's no bigger than like a mile around, like a mile radius. Maybe
So there was
less
no
than that, maybe
driving
less than that.
unless you were leaving. What would be the reason for you to leave, just to get to another base?
We were on that year. We were just this new colonel. We were attached to this colonel as a PSD. Our platoon. Our platoon was our company got separated into like 3 platoons, and our platoon got lucky as fuck. We got lucky because we got attached to this PSD team for this colonel. And this colonel has never been deployed, right? This old colonel, and then usually it's a good and bad thing. Usually it's good because they don't really do nothing. They're too scared to do anything. Or they want to drive everything, or they want to find something blows up. I was like, let's go check it out. Let's go see if we can find some shit to do, right? Yeah. So we're like, anytime you need something? Use my team. So we got fucking handoffs to everything,
Oh, for like every detail.
Yeah, the most fucked up one was it was at Christmas, and then there was a Christmas party on Victory. It was a big base. It was different names, but the part of Victory, it was like we had to go to drop him off to a birthday party, and we couldn't go in because we weren't dressed for it. Because we were dressed for we were in our fucking our vest and stuff like that. I was like, we can't go in because we're not dressed for it, motherfuckers. Like, so stupid. But that was the most fucked up thing. We were outside on Christmas, waiting for this colonel.
While he was having a great time.
Yeah.
Did he come back drunk?
I don't know what they did. I don't know what they do, but they could party. I don't know. We don't snitch on people. You can get alcohol out there however you want, but we don't say nothing.
So if you would have gone into that party where you weren't able to drink?
Now there shouldn't have been any alcohol in that party because it was part of like the military, so there shouldn't be any in that party.
So how I'm still baffled on the fact that like you took death so like easily, because I know you told me a story about some guy that like just offed himself like in the room right next to you, and you were just like, I gotta go because I don't want to fill out paperwork.
For as much possible. So we're sitting like just like this, like talking to my therapist, like right here, like this, like Johnny's right there, like right talking, fucking right out here is like the light, the fluorescent light pop, right, and you see like drywall dust, right, and I was like, what the fuck was that? The therapist, like, what was that? Oh, and I was like. I think so. I think that's a bullet hole. That's dry. I think someone just shot themselves in the next room. Ironically, he shot himself in the relaxation room.
Oh.
And he's relaxed now. Sure, they shot himself. He went like, oh. He didn't die right away. He was there bleeding. Like, oh. I was like, oh man. So I went out because we opened it and then all the therapy so here's my mindset, right? So everybody's like, we're all looking, we open the door, and all the therapists around, we're all looking. We're like, oh, whose patient is that? And I hear a woman, the voice, oh my God, that's mine. I was like, oh, thank God you're not my therapist. fucking shit. I'll mess over here.
Like, so your strategies aren't working.
Yeah.
Do you think anything at war ever affected you like now, or it has affected you now?
To be honest, I was fucked up before, not fucked up, but I was like disconnected from death ever since my mother. I didn't realize it until like more death started happening. So I didn't. So my mother, like, her mother passed away. So my mother, her mother passed. My mother, like, my grandmother passed away, and my grandmother's sisters passed away all in the same year. So my mother, like, went crazy, went nuts. So, like, and it was like, and then we found out later on it was because of something medically imbalanced in her body, kind of affected it too. But so ever since I was like, I will never let death affect me. You know, when my mother passed away, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss." I was like, "Why? I didn't die." You know, that's what I told Johnny. I texted Johnny the first how I told my mother died. I told him, like, I sent him a joke. You know, it's like my mother's DED.
We grew up watching Spawn with John Leguizamo, and that fool would be like, "You're dead, DED, dead."
Yeah.
So we would fucking fight and kill and like hurt each other. We'd be like, "You're dead, DED, dead."
Yeah.
So that's what he texted me when his mom passed away, and I was like, "God damn, Luis!" I was like, "Dude,
Yeah.
are you good?"
I love my mother. Like, I love that.
Yeah,
She's like the only woman that ever loved me. You know, never gave up on me.
No one
She's a
did.
good mother. You know.
No one would deny that, but like, how did that, like, did it affect you at all?
3 days. I mourned for 3 days. Like, randomly cry, like, curl up. And that time I was in Miami, like, fucking single and like going down. I was like, I had like one piece of furniture in Miami after the divorce and stuff like that. I was like, just like hugging my dog, you know, so often. My dog, actually, my therapist told me to get a dog, you know. So I was like, I got a dog.
Was that a good move?
Yeah, actually it was. Because I was like Albert Einstein. I was like, after divorce for a year, I'll look at a kid's park and I'll be like, I miss my son. I'll be like, start crying. I'll walk away. Like this weirdo looking at kids crying. So I wanted to leave before people thought I was weird. Because people always get the wrong idea, man. I was like, even like when the courts, she put, like, how did she describe me by the courts? Bald, Mexican, tattoo on his back. You know,
Perfect description. Glasses.
Fuck, from the valley, San Fernando Valley.
Always wears shorts.
She put all this stuff just to make me look bad. I was like, and she did it on purpose. Later on, we laughed about it. I was like, did you have to really describe me by that? I was like, she was like, that's what you are. I was like, you know what you're doing. But anyways, people just get the wrong idea about me. My intent, I hate it when people get the wrong idea about and get the wrong attentions from me. That's my pet peeve. I don't explain myself. Is that what you think about me? I'll let you go off. Like, fuck off. You know, that's it. You know, walk away.
See, I met you when you were a completely different person. Like,
Yeah.
I think, like, it was like you were kind of like,
Well, I wanted to be like I was nothing before when I was growing up. I didn't know what I want to be. I still don't, but I wanted to be like you guys. You know. I wanted to catch up. Oh, man, you know the best ways.
The dick ways. The dick.
Yeah. So like you guys were. This is before you guys were married. This is
Of course.
Y'all single, and you guys were like dating all people, and I'm over here trying to like look for love, blah blah blah. And I was always in the friend zone, with people, and I don't regret it because actually it allowed me to learn about women, and like because my only thing. So I went to a concert. I've been going to these random concerts, try to find who I am and try to connect with people and stuff like that.
like you too.
I went to this.
It's like Doja Cat.
I'd be like
SZA.
people watching. No, I went to this '90s band. What's it called? Sunflower, Phoenix Fires. I don't know. I gotta look it up. Mm-hmm. But like people are into it. Like, yeah, fucking. I'm just there. Like, this is not me or whatever. And then I went to a friend's house. I went to Yannick's house the other day in Phoenix. And they're watching the Dodgers game. They're all watching the Dodgers game. They're all into it. The whole family's all into baseball. And I'm just there, just like...
You've always been like
nothing. Nothing intrigues me. Nothing. So I've been just trying to find myself, trying to find one I like. I like riding motorcycles. I'm buying another bike, but...
I think you're like trying to find yourself in other people, though. That's like not a way to find yourself.
I'm trying to see what
have you discovered that you liked?
Motorcycle.
While trying to find yourself.
Motorcycle. You know why I got a motorcycle? It's like I like riding my bike. I'm gonna get a motorcycle. What's more manly than riding a motorcycle? Riding a bike. I'm gonna get a motorcycle. You know.
What kind of motorcycle did you get?
It was a Yamaha 2013 Yamaha Striker. Fucking love that bike. I fucking
How fast? How's the fastest you got on it?
90. I was going 9. I got rid of it because I was going 90 miles per hour, 100. I didn't care. I'd be like no hands. I'd be like, la, 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 look at me. No helmet. No helmet.
Is helmet not allowed? Not required in Arizona?
This is in Miami.
Oh, Miami.
And also in Florida and Arizona, you don't need a helmet in Arizona, but that's recommended because those fucking rocks, when they hit you, you fucking die, bro. I was like, I remember a pedal
I didn't
hit
even
me.
think about that. Oh my god, that must hurt.
Fucking kill you. I'm like,
Hey, Arizona, you could ride in the back of the truck. Do you remember that?
yeah. Oh yeah. Road trip.
We were with this homie dude, and we were like, you could ride in the back of the pickup truck. So like, okay. So we were going like 80, 90 miles an hour down the freeway, and we're like, let's wrestle. So we started wrestling, dude, and I had him over the edge, like, we were going on the freeway.
For random places. Me, Johnny.
That was fun.
You know, with you guys growing up, we never did anything illegal too that much. You know, underage drinking, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but we were nice. We were mild.
kids.
We were robbing and shit.
You know?
Chilling.
Yeah, we didn't like hold up a liquor store at like gunpoint.
Yeah.
We all yes men. We all did whatever. Like, fuck it, we'll do it.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
How are you with guns now? Like, if you go to the range, are you like?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Actually,
Did you hear he's nearsighted in one eye?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Farsighted in the other. He's 50 yards. Let me switch eyes.
Hey, you know what sucks? It's my shooting eyes. I'm farsighted, so it sucks. So yeah, I had to have glasses on the shoot. You're like, hold on, before you fire at me. Hold on.
Yeah. Quit fucking moving.
Did you ever get in like a gunfight?
Nah.
Never
If
that.
If anything, it was always like almost got shot, almost got blown up, almost, but nothing. We were.
It blown up is what it was.
Yeah, it was towards the end, and like my there was a few deaths in my unit, and I'm talking about like our brigade. Our brigade got, but it was stupid deaths, like
Needless accident.
Like a guy swam in a river with gators.
no, like you know, like there's two types. There was like different types of Humvees. You got like a Humvee, and there's a I forgot what it's called. I want to say Raptor. That's not a Raptor, but anyways, there was two types of like a Humvee and then a bigger one, and then like they went under a bridge. The first car was like four convoy, right? 4 vehicles, and 2 were like big ass MRAP. There's MRAP, and the MRAPs are tall as fuck, and they hold like 6-12 people in there. And then the Humvees are just shorter and smaller. So the Humvee, NRAP, Humvee, NRAP.
Humvees only hold 4 people. Huh?
Yeah, and they're shorter. So they went under a bridge. So the NRAP went under. But fucking the Humvee went under, and then NRAP went fucking hit the turret. So the guy in the turret got fucked up, and he had internal bleeding. He died. He died over there. You know?
Fuck.
So that we couldn't drive that road no more because someone got it. So he died. He was in our. He was I forgot his name. I always remember his name. People get mad if I forgot his name. But fuck, he was a Spanish dude. But yeah, it was. Yeah, sorry about the guy, but he died for a stupid reason.
Yeah, needless death for sure.
Yeah. Or like this one generator AC fell on top of this dude, and
An air conditioner.
yeah, but he saved the soldier. He pushed the guy out of the way and like.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Imagine it was a piano.
Imagine that decision, dude. Like, do I push him? It's gonna hurt.
I don't know.
So, did you have any feelings when the U.S. decided to pull out in 2021?
Yeah, because I was there when they pulled out in 2012 when Obama did it, right?
2012.
And that was
2020.
yeah, 12, yeah. My
It's
bad.
military time.
My bad. I'm mumbling, but I'm freaking out.
Military time. In
I said Joe Matenia.
2012.
Yeah, 2020. I said it again. 2012. See, my dyslexia is coming in, but dyslexia. You like to see? Oh man, dyslexia. Anyway, there's certain words I don't use it in the English dictionary because I know I can't say it, so I keep it simple. The, thou.
He, him, they.
Yeah. A, in, out. Just keep it simple. 3-letter words. Scrabble. That's all I got. You know? But I forgot what I was saying.
I forgot what the question was.
It was a good question. It was
Can't remember.
anyway.
I had a. Oh, what'd you feel when the U.S. pulled?
You just pulled out. So supposedly it was planned, but really it wasn't. It was
in
planned.
2012. You guys pulled out.
It was supposed, but it left the contractors. So, like when I was supposed to soldier, they said that Obama said we pulled out all the combat troops out of Iraq. Right?
I remember that
because the campaign was over. Right. All they did, they changed that campaign to a new campaign, and they called it the advisory team. So we were advising Iraq, but we're doing the same shit. Nothing changed between day one and day two. So all we're doing, instead of we're in a wartime, we're advising. We're advising the shit out of them, I guess. You know, we were still there doing the same stuff. So, but when they pulled out, when they pulled out in 2012, I was a contractor and working in logistics. And when they pulled out, they left a lot of stuff. Like and we kept all the stuff, like TVs, all that extra shit. But they did throw away some, like, smash some stuff. Like they when they say pull out, they destroy a lot of stuff, right? Even when people say like, oh, like, we left a lot of equipment out there. Yeah, there was some equipment that should have been still there, but majority it would have been trashed anyway. You know, because it wouldn't have been worth taking back.
In 2012 or now or in 2021?
In 2021, if they complain about now, like the stuff they left behind was hearsay. They did left some secret stuff behind, like stuff that they shouldn't left behind. But they sent back a team, like a few months, like a year later, they sent back a team to come and take all the rest of the military
Recovery
stuff.
and all that.
Yeah. So they did clean up after. But the ones that we stayed there because we had FMS contracts. Like when they say they pull out, we're out of Iraq. Yeah, we were, but we're still selling FMS stuff to them. You know, giving them equipment, or they were buying equipment from us. You know, so we're still there. We're always there. You know, like even now, we're always there.
Even now, like, how did, like, is there, if you wanted to go back and work for a contractor in Iraq, are they still there?
Depends on what contract is bidding. Like,
is there still, like, U.S. company contracted to do what you were doing in Iraq?
Yeah.
And then where do you stay? Do you stay on a base or?
Yeah, you stay on base, and instead of driving, depending on what company you work for, I just flew everywhere. Instead of, like, I just used military transport, just fly helicopters and stuff, and I didn't have to drive anywhere anymore as a contractor anymore. But
military flew you?
Yeah, for free. Use military planes to get in and out. They get to fly into Kuwait, and then from Kuwait you fly into Baghdad or Erbil, which is like the nicer side of Iraq. It's like the southern side of Iraq.
Did you see ISIS there when you were there?
No, I can't tell. You can't. All same, you know.
Yeah,
I can't tell. Like when you talk to people, it's like ISIS. Like people will start saying shit. ISIS, you can kind of relate to them as like KKK. Like you hear about them, right? Mm-hmm. But if you're not in the front, you know, you're not gonna see them. You know, you're not gonna really see it. And then because I was always on base, I was a contractor. You're not gonna really see it. But they did attack. But they attacked at night. They did bombings. You can't see. You know, we had bombings every so often. Like the one thing I can say, and I just right before I was coming on Thursday, I don't know why, and it's fucking weird. Like I freaked out. I was walking out of the gas station. I heard like a rumble. And it reminded me like it was a bomb. I was like, oh, is a bomb going off somewhere? So I'm thinking the bomb went off somewhere like a distance, like, 'cause it felt like, oh shit. But it was like just a fucking bass from a car. Boom, boom, boom. You know, playing.
It's just a sick ass song.
Fucking Nicki Minaj or something. Boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, bang.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy when stuff like that comes up where you don't realize it, but it's like something will remind you and it takes you to a certain place.
Are you concerned that it's like something deep down in there that's like?
I miss it. It's because I lived out there for almost 10 years, so you get used to it. So like when you hear something, it's like, it's a bomb, you know. Mm-hmm. When you come back, it's like, oh, and you have to like change your mindset, like, oh, that's not what it is anymore. It's something else. Like you have to like live there. Like people that have been there for like a year, maybe they get used to it. But like I was out there for like almost 10 years. There's a bunch of people, old people, I've been out there for years contracting.
Yeah,
but it's a mindset.
It's like people wouldn't take their families out there, would they? Or they would.
Nah,
like contractors take the whole family.
But there's what's it? What's it? People that were born in Iraq and they moved to the U.S. They go back. I mean, when I was flying back as a contractor, I met this teenage girl. It's like, oh, where are you going? She's like, I'm going here with my family, blah blah blah. And then she was talking to me cool. I was like, hey, we can't talk. She was like, once we get to the airport, so you can't really talk to me that much anymore. Like, because of how it is over here. She's like, I understand, woman. I understand. It was like And I was like, oh, okay. But you see him with like fucking like Air Forces. You see like the all covered up. You see an Air Force. Air Force shoes, like nice ass shoes that people wear. Yeah. And not everybody is bad. So when you go out there, not everybody agrees with the war. Some people like the U.S. out there. So,
well, I feel like it might be like a small percentage that'll like want war.
Yeah. So
especially when you're going against like an army like the U.S.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, if I was part of them, I'd be like, let's not do it.
You think about this. It's like anytime there's a war, it's not the people. It's never the people.
No,
that
it's
do
never
it.
the people.
It's the government.
It's the government. It's like one person that has control that can say yes or no. That's the guy who's like can say that. So it's always one guy.
You being in war, like how does this Palestine-Israel thing?
It's bullshit. It makes me cringe, and to me, I wish we just take that country away from them, and like until you learn how to take care of yourselves, we monitor you, and that's like how the U.S. does, right? No, but honestly, I think we should just restart it, and I know that people tend to follow the religion bullshit, whatever, blah blah blah. How, anyway, I think it's an Old Testament, like old rules over there. So we just get rid of it and just start new. Like the U.S. has how the U.S. is except for the whole other shit. But how the U.S. is now, I think everybody should be free and do whatever they want. In anywhere they're at. The whole Palestinian bullshit. I'd be like, just stop. People just dying for no reason, and the people that are dying are not the ones that are even doing anything bad. It's the innocent one. It's always an innocent.
Women and children do such.
Yeah, that hospital that just got bombed like a couple days ago.
And if any one of those people, like whatever side, where those people fucking root for, like, oh yeah, they deserve it. Like fuck you, like just die. Just fucking like whatever propaganda you've been
so crazy.
Learning all your life.
I see a lot of that, like how like just people like I'll see like a post and like I always go to the comments, like even like on any post, like I just love seeing the comments.
Yeah.
But then like on these, it's like it's so gut wrenching how like people are just like so like they should die, or on both sides are like, and it's like it's you don't think about it as like damn these people don't think about it as like, oh, these babies are dying, these little kids, and like I can't like see those videos because I just think like I wouldn't want to be in that position, like or obviously I wouldn't want to be in that position, but like even to think like the fact that like the way I think about it, I'm like, oh wait, are these people already desensitized to this because they know like this is a high possibility, like with me, like it's in my family, I'm like, this is not a possibility I've ever thought like could happen. But like, for them, like I always think about it, like, do they like kind of almost expect it now, where they're just like desensitized to it? But like then you see these videos of parents just fucking.
Yeah, they are out there. Yeah, they are. They're out there every day, right? They're used to it. For you guys, here we don't have to worry about is burglars, right? We have to worry about make sure our doors are locked, make sure what was it called? There was back in the 90s here, there used to be like a serial killer that used to come to the window. I forgot what they called.
The Night Stalker, yeah.
Yeah. So
is that Richard Ramirez? Google it, right? Google it.
I think so.
Yeah, so all we have to worry about then is those type of deals, like weirdos. But they have to worry about
and mass shootings in schools.
Community. Right? The whole community.
The school mass shootings is what scares me now.
Oh, yeah. For kids, yeah. It's getting weird. Just people getting out of hand.
The Night Stalker.
Richard Ramirez.
Yeah, see? So all we got to worry
looks
about.
like a murderer. He looks like one dude.
So out there they have to worry about communities. All we have to worry about is like the ones, the randoms.
Yeah, they have to. They like.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it desensitizes them to see their children go, but I don't know. it's just
Wild.
it's tough
Wild
to
time.
even think about like how that is.
Yeah, man. But after that, I remember when I was broke and I was like had to choose between rent or leaving to a safer spot. Like I was in like a hurricane coming through, So I was like, fuck, I have to pay rent. Fuck, but I have to get my family out up north, get away from the. So I had to make the decision like, fuck, do I stay or do I go? It's like, fuck, I stayed. Power was out for 4 days, but we had everything good to go. But those people have to choose between like, fuck, if I leave, like, where I gotta stay at
Those people,
concentration camps or camps,
like the people in Gaza, they were like, I have to go like nowhere. Like they can't leave. Like
so you just stay,
they just
right?
have to stay. Like
I would just stay because I'd be like, fuck, I can't. I'm not going to those
What are your
refugee
options?
camps.
You have to go over there to another country, go through all
because
that.
in Gaza, like
Crazy.
apparently it's like bordered by Israeli troops,
Yeah.
and they would tell them like, oh, you have to. We're gonna bomb this place. You have to go up. You have to go high, and then they would bomb high. Like it's crazy out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think the U.S. is backing Israel. Well, not
No,
now.
100%. They're
But-
Biden said they're backing Israel.
Yeah, but they were backing Israel before, so it just looks bad, And the U.S. their intentions are always depends on economic. Like, I remember the U.S. promised the Kurds that if you help us in the war, that we'll help you try to separate yourself from Iraq, because the Kurds wanted to separate. They wanted their own country, but Turkey's like, if you if you support the Kurds, then you're going against Turkey. So the U.S. had to either support Turkey or go back on the word on what they promised the Kurds in Iraq that helped get back after 24 to get back the territory back from ISIS. So they backed Turkey,
Yeah. Do you know like anything about like these loans, like the U.S. sending money to like Ukraine and stuff? That's a loan?
I don't know anything about it.
No.
I haven't kept anything. But anytime that we invest in money in a country, it's something we'll get something out of it.
That was another episode of the Do You King podcast. I'd like to thank my guest, Luisi, and my side host, Yanni.
Yes.
Luisi, thank you for coming. I love you.
And
I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're fucking. I've never said this, but I'm glad you made it back. Even though I kind of always knew like Lucy's the one that's gonna make it back.
Yeah, always do, man.
The American flag.
I stay safe. I don't do that.
All right, well. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you, Luis. Camera's dead. All right.
That was